Now on CoastTV News.
It is a cold start to our Friday on the Delmarva Peninsula with temperatures in the 20s. Wind chills are in the single digits to near teens. We'll talk, though, about a gradual warm-up heading into the weekend and into early next week when we could see the return of 60-degree temperatures on Delmarva.
Makeshift meth lab found in Lewis will tell you where police say it's located and who is being accused. Asking for a pay bump, how much more Rehoboth Beach city officials are asking to earn for their annual salary. In Milford police statistics, the shocking information officials revealed about drug overdoses in the city.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Elisa Weber and welcome to our 5 o'clock hour. And this morning, Chris, you just said in your opening headline, maybe 60-degree temperatures. I'm really excited for that because it is cold out again. What a shocker.
Yeah, I know, right? It's been a cold stretch across Delmarva. We had that snow and ice the other day, and I'll tell you what, you're going to need all the hats and gloves and scarves this morning. No snow shovels this morning. That is certainly good news. Take your time out there. And yes, you're going to need that warm beverage, and we're going to see some sunshine as we go throughout the day today, so that is good news. 24 Rehoboth Beach. We're at 25 in Ocean City, 23 Salisbury, 24 Milton. Those winds continue to gust. We're at 28-mile-an-hour gusts in Indian River Inlet, creating wind chills in the teens right now. It feels like 17 in Bethany Beach, feels like 13 in Salisbury, and 17 in Seaford. So those areas that picked up the snow the other day, use some caution. Those areas will likely see some ice, some slick spots, especially across southern Delmarva. Give that engine a bit of time to warm up, and yes, crank up those seat warmers and get that heat going because we have those bitter wind chills as high pressure builds into the area. You can see some lake effect snow there, but we are going to see plenty of sunshine today, so a beautiful but chilly and breezy Friday. We begin the weekend chilly and end it with seasonable temperatures in the upper 40s, and then by the next week, seeing temperatures back into the 50s to near 60 next Tuesday with no winter storms, at least for the next 7 to 10 days. The story today is going to be those wind chills near the single digits to teens throughout most of the day, only feeling like the 20s by the afternoon with air temperatures getting into the mid to upper 30s. We'll talk more about your weekend forecast as well as those 60-degree temperatures not too far away coming up.
Thank you so much, Chris. One man is facing charges after Georgetown Police say a credit card skimmer was found at El Mercado on Layton Avenue. These skimming devices steal banking information when people swipe their cards, and police say anyone who shopped there since last Saturday should review their bank accounts. And new this morning, the Georgetown Police Department is sharing ways you can stay safe from this type of theft. According to the department, it's good practice to cover your hand whenever you're typing in your PIN number. They say you should also pull on the credit card slot and wiggle the keypad to ensure that it's genuine. And the agency says sometimes cameras can be placed inside of a false PIN pad cover. And if you find a skimming device, notify the business and the police. And a man is being accused of running a meth lab in Lewis. On your screen now is where police say this makeshift lab is located. Police say they found ingredients and tools for making meth, along with drugs and guns, ammo, and other unknown substances during a search at a home on Beebe Avenue. Zachary Olin, age 42, was arrested and now faces several charges. And Delaware legislators are considering creating constitutional guarantees to protect your reproductive rights. If passed, a new bill would ensure individuals' rights to make decisions about pregnancy-related matters and limit state interference. The hearing on this bill will be held at Legislative Hall in March. And happening today, Rehoboth Beach commissioners will discuss raising the salaries for those on the Rehoboth Beach City Council. This would raise the annual money made for the mayor, secretary, and commissioners. And the proposal would have the mayor jumping from $1,000 to $20,000 and commissioners from $600 to $10,000 a year. Rehoboth has recently released their plans for their new budget. When CoastTV spoke with Commissioner Good, she told us what they are making now does not reflect all of the work they are actually doing.
At the current pay rate, there isn't enough incentive for those on the board to put in the time and tackle the problems as effectively as they could, because they're just, money, unfortunately, for better or worse, does incentivize people.
This item will be on the agenda today for the city's special budget workshop meeting. And now here's what other towns and cities along Delmarva pay their mayor and council. Lewis offers higher pay. The mayor makes $4,000 and council members $3,000. Over in Dewey Beach and Bethany Beach, they are volunteers. And in Georgetown, the mayor makes $1,000 and the council makes $500. Also happening today, officials in one Delaware beach town might be cracking down on parking violations. The Dewey Beach Town Council is considering an ordinance that would raise fines for parking offenses. Violations currently sanctioned at $45 would increase to $60. $65 violations would increase to $80, and additional late fees would also be raised by $15. Dewey Beach Town Manager Bill Zolper says it is an effort to keep visitors honest.
What we're finding is to park in Dewey is $30. Folks are taking the chance on the extra $15, not just buying a parking permit at all.
The Dewey Beach Town Council plans to discuss and vote on the ordinance at their meeting today at 3 p.m. We are learning more about the Milford Police Department. The chief recently noted that the department is currently authorized to have 37 officers, but it is short by 1. She also mentioned that Milford has the 3rd highest drug rate overdose in Delaware. And additionally, Chief Ash says the department is using technology to map where every crime occurs in the city to improve transparency. Applications are now open for the Community Reinvestment Fund. It's a grant program that helps support community projects across Delaware. If you're a local government or a nonprofit, you could apply for funding to strengthen your community. Last year, the grants helped fund multiple projects, including sidewalk upgrades in Bridgeville. Applications will close on May 1st. And we are now taking a live look at our nation's capital, and this morning, President Trump's self-proclaimed Department of Government Efficiency is apparently expanding its reach. Sources telling NBC News starting later today, thousands of jobs will be eliminated at the Department of Defense. We also now know the cuts across more than a dozen departments and government agencies are occurring outside of the Beltway as well. NBC's Jay Gray shows us what could be next as Trump continues to make changes.
The end of the week comes with the potential for more pink slips for tens of thousands of federal employees. The target of the latest round of cuts, the Department of Defense. Sources telling NBC News as many as 55,000 probationary employees, all civilians, could lose their jobs and that the firings could begin later today.
I just agreed immediately.
Speaking to Republican governors, President Trump suggests the Department of Education could be next on the chopping block.
We haven't even done that. So we could find as much as $1.5 trillion worth of waste, fraud, and abuse. If we do that, we can balance budgets.
During the process of examining at least 18 government departments and agencies, neither the so-called Department of Government Efficiency nor the White House has provided any evidence of fraud or abuse, which would be federal crimes. Cuts have already started at the IRS. Democrats on Capitol Hill and employees warning they could have a catastrophic impact on the filing season.
The work's going to get backed up, and so private citizens are going to be like, the IRS is not doing their job. And it's because we're getting hollowed out.
Still, the president is promising to expand the reach of DOGE.
Now is the time for us all to press forward, think big, be bold.
An initiative that includes issuing more than 73 executive orders during his first month back in the Oval Office. Jay Gray, NBC News, Washington.
We have a lot more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News today. Coming up, keeping the homeless comfortable. We'll tell you how one woman is helping the homeless in an unusual way, making mats out of plastic bags. And conditions fall out along the coast. We'll show you how our coastal communities are recovering after the 3rd snowstorm of the season. And HAP extends existing promotion. We'll tell you what they say you can keep expecting their adoption special until the end of the month. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, flu season is here. We break down what to expect this year and have tips to stay healthy. Plus, how walk-in care centers can help if you do get sick. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
Do you have stains in your carpet that won't come out? You need Horsepower Bullshot, the all-new hands-free carpet cleaner and deodorizer. Just spray, and the stain and odor go away. Got pet messes? This black light shows a urine stain is gone in just seconds. The advanced foam action formula penetrates deep to emulsify and neutralize stains and odors. It erases blood stains, makeup, juice, coffee, and more. For older and tougher stains, just give it a little rub and watch as Bullshot works its magic. Red wine spills? They're no problem for Bullshot. And watch up close as burnt bacon grease stains are obliterated right before your very eyes. Get Horsepower Bullshot for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get yours. And there's a strict limit of 3 at this low, low price. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com. So call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com now.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
A pleasant good Friday morning. Delmarva looking live into Salisbury, where temperatures are in the lower 20s there. You can see that snow there. Some slick spots across southern Delmarva from that snow that fell the other day. You can see the current snowpack, 57.1% of the country covered in snow, and those southern areas continue to pick up snow. You can see nearly 6 to 12 inches off to our southeast. Virginia Beach picking up nearly a record-breaking snowstorm the other day. And you can see the story here across Delmarva. Those wind chills feeling like 13 in Salisbury, 14 Georgetown, feels like 17 in Rehoboth Beach, and 14 in Ocean City. Plenty of sunshine, but a breezy day. Those wind chills making it feel like the teens and 20s throughout the day today, but brighter, drier, and sunnier times and milder times are ahead as we push into the weekend, and it gets even warmer as we get into next week. We'll talk more about that coming up in the full 7-day forecast here in just a few moments.
Chris, that's great to hear. And because of the snowfall, Ocean Pines Trash Service will collect trash and recycling today. That is on both sides of Ocean Pines. Extra trucks will help finish the routes, and recycling will be picked up Saturday on the south side. And the endangered right whale has once again been spotted off of Ocean City's coast, which means boaters are being asked to slow down. The slow zone will be in effect until March 5th. And on top of this, 6 additional slow zones are in effect. Boaters are reminded to go 10 knots or less and avoid certain areas where the right whale has been spotted. And the Humane Animal Partners received so much love from donors, they decided to extend their Valentine's Day special through the end of February. For $5, you can send a Valentine to one of their 250-plus shelter pets and personalize sweet messages to them. And Amazon MGM Studios is set to take creative control of this franchise. Amazon acquired the rights to distribute all 27 of the James Bond movies. The Fleming's books when it brought MGM from $8.25 billion in 2022. MGM's 007 movies are the studio's most lucrative intellectual property. Major League Baseball is ending its long-standing broadcast relationship with ESPN. The split between baseball and the network would end a nearly 40-year partnership. Manfred said the MLB was not open to the network's request for a reduction in rights fees. And still ahead, conditions fallout along the coast will tell you how some locals in Ocean City are feeling after the winter storm.
Yeah, no snow to deal with today on Delmarva. We're going to see plenty of sunshine, but not going to warm us up all that much. We're going to be dealing with winds. It's going to be a frigid day, feeling more like the 20s, despite temperatures getting into the mid to upper 30s, but there are milder times ahead. I'll show you that coming up in my full 7-day forecast when CoastTV News Today continues.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
And we are taking a live look outside at Lewis this morning on this very cold morning, Chris, to be exact. I know that water, it probably feels even more cold with the wind and everything that's going on. So I think this weekend we're hoping for a little warmer temperatures.
Yeah, we're going to slowly make some progress here over the next few days. And yeah, I wouldn't want to be in that water right now with those temperatures in the 20s and that wind. And you could see, boy, this Arctic air has meant business this week, really centered across much of the plains. We really didn't get into the core of the Arctic air. Those are temperatures, 0 Topeka, 5 in St. Louis. But you could see that Arctic air spreading virtually everywhere. You got to go all the way down to Miami and the islands to escape that Arctic air. 23 currently in Salisbury. We're at 24 in Rehoboth Beach. But when you factor in the winds, it feels like 13 in Salisbury, 14 in Georgetown, 15 Ocean City, and 18 in Rehoboth Beach. We have gale warnings up for the Bay, Atlantic, coastal Delaware through 6 o'clock tonight, and then to our south, Ocean City down to Chickateague through later on this morning. We also have cold weather advisory for Accomack County with those wind chills expected to dip as low as the single digits. Pretty quiet. We have high pressure building in, some lake effect snow, some streamers dipping into the Appalachians, but we are going to stay pretty dry today and sunny. That is good news, but not warming us up all that much. Mid to upper 30s, but those winds are going to be cranking out of the northwest, anywhere between about 30 to even 40 miles an hour, creating those bitter wind chills. Now, the good news is winds will shift more out of the west tomorrow and relax. Feeling no better than the 20s this afternoon, and then we'll see another cold morning tomorrow, feeling like the teens, but then things begin to break, and we'll see some gradual warming as we go into the second part of the weekend. Mostly sunny skies through the day today. We'll see a starry night, and then a few clouds roll in tomorrow, but otherwise we're dry. More of a southerly flow kicks in on Sunday. seasonable. We're going to be in the mid to upper 40s, so we're looking pretty nice along the coast. Chickateague will be up to 41 on Saturday. Assateague looking at 43 on Sunday. Pretty nice weekend in Ocean City under partly cloudy skies, 43 Sunday. And then that milder air really begins to filter in as we get into Monday. Lewis, we're up to 50. Rehoboth Beach, 48 as we go into Monday. And the good news is we stay pretty dry over the next 5 days as well, accompanying that milder air. It's not really until late Wednesday, Thursday, we'll see an area of low pressure push to our north, spreading rain into the area, and we're going to be on the milder side of this system, so we are looking at primarily rain with that. But overall, a pretty quiet stretch of weather here over the course of the next 7 to 10 days. No signs of any winter storms. But a cold day today, 37, with those winds gusting upwards of 40. Starry night falling into the upper teens to lower 20s. Winds not as high, and we'll see better conditions as far as the winds are concerned into our Saturday with a high of 41 degrees. Bonnie Chasanoff of Milford, Delaware, you're the winner of our Paul Davis umbrella. And your 7-day shows 54 on Monday. Look at that, Elisa, 61 by Tuesday under partly cloudy skies. Then we'll see some clouds Wednesday into Thursday with that chance of showers, but overall staying pretty mild into next week.
I'm looking forward to Tuesday now, Chris. Thank you so much. In the southern part of Delmarva, got the brunt of the snow this time around. People on Fenwick Island were experiencing the burdens and the beauty that came with it. And we spoke with one business owner who spent his time shoveling the snow despite those freezing temperatures.
Shoveling the snow. Looks like not everywhere got a lot of snow today, and some places got more. So, want to open up for business today for those who want to get out and do some shopping.
There were even icicles forming on some of the buildings, as you can see right here. And further south, Ocean City got even more snow after plow trucks drove by. The main roads were clear, but still be on the lookout if you plan to walk on the sidewalks or drive on any of the back roads in town. And people are saying they're over this weather.
It was the most snow I've ever seen here, yeah. Liked it as a kid, hate it now.
And as a reminder, for all weather-related coverage, whether it's rain or shine, you can listen to all of our radio stations, download our CoastTV First Alert Weather app. And after the break on CoastTV News today, keeping the homeless comfortable. We'll tell you what one woman says is her motivation to make mats for the homeless.
So you really have to make the most of it. Stay tuned for your cool things to do.
Bringing stuff to people at home that will change their lives or change the lives of the community is important. And while it's nice when we talk about the big national stories, the reason we're here is to connect people with what's going on right on Delmarva. And it's a very interesting community. It's not like a lot of other places, so you need that connection.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home. Coast TV News can be heard on 93.5 The Beach.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view. Soaring over the shore, Mondays on Coast TV News at 6. Sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
Who wants to drag out a bulky vacuum? Introducing Horsepower Duck, a super compact vac with ultra powerful suction. Clean up that mess in the kitchen, the spill on the sofa, even sawdust in the workshop. Just duck it up. The compact design can reach the tightest places, so store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vac. The HEPA filter helps remove dust and allergens. Plus, it dumps out with ease, so it's ready to clean again. Get the Horsepower Duck hand vac for just $39.99. Order right now and we'll upgrade you to the Duck Pro package, a $30 value, yours free. You get the bendable tube, the crevice nozzle, and the soft brush nozzle, but supplies are limited, so there's a strict limit of 3 ducks per order. This may be your last chance to get yours at this low price, so don't delay. Duck it up today.
Call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckvac.com. So call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com now.
Lighten up your week. Subscribe to the Coast TV Feel Good Friday newsletter. Sign up now for free at coasttv.com. Get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox.
Coming up, it's Drew's 50th birthday surprise party.
Oh my God!
Friday at noon on Coast TV.
Taking plastic bags and turning them into sleeping bags for the homeless. That's the mission of one organization called Volunteer Delaware 50 Plus. They start cutting the bags into loops and then crocheting them into full sleeping bags. And Linda Mason volunteers with the organization. She says she's proud of their work, but the work is far from over.
I thought, well, I crochet. I can do that. So that's how it got started in 2019. And since then, there's been well over 400 mats made. And we're looking for volunteers all the time because unfortunately and sadly, the number of homeless isn't getting less.
Mason says almost 600 single-use plastic bags make one mat, and the feedback she's received from the homeless is why she keeps going. And new this morning, if you were worried after the food distribution in Georgetown was canceled due to the weather, we have good news for you. The Food Bank of Delaware is hosting a mobile food pantry at Greenwood United Methodist Church. That event will take place on Tuesday, February 25th, and you can stop by and pick up groceries from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Chris, I already know the answer to this next question. It's not going to be a good beach day today unless you really love the cold weather. You know what? To each their own. Maybe this weekend's better to go walking at the beach.
Yeah, we'll improve this weekend a bit. We'll improve slowly. But I tell you what, those runners are dedicated. I see them out there running in the cold, the rain, the snow. Lewis, right now we're at 24 degrees, winds 9 miles an hour, but it is going to be a pretty windy day along the coast and through the noon hour in Ocean City. So if you're heading out, bundle up. We're going to see plenty of sunshine, but it's going to be cold. It's going to feel more like the 20s despite these air temperatures getting into the 30s. Lewis, 34 by noon, 35 by around 5, and likewise in Rehoboth with those winds gusting as high as 35 to 40 miles an hour. Same deal along the bay. Cambridge, 34 by around noontime. Mostly sunny skies through Crisfield, topping out in the mid to upper 30s. You can get your forecast anytime by dialing our First Alert weather phone, sponsored by Brockstead, Mandalis, and Federico. Coming up, we'll talk about that warm-up a little bit later on in the 7-day forecast in the next half hour.
Thank you, Chris. Well, don't settle for cozy blankets when you could be checking out some amazing events this weekend. From films to food, music to culture, Christina DiRobertis has your cool things to do.
This cold weather, it can really make you want to just stay inside and not do anything at all. I know, but there's so many cool things happening this weekend, and to top off the list, the annual Rehoboth Beach Black American Film Fest. All weekend at the Cinema Art Theater, award-winning films and documentaries that highlight the impact of African Americans on history and culture. There's also the Better Living Expo at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center in Salisbury. That's on Saturday and Sunday. You can find ways to enhance your home, your garden, and your life. In Dover, there's the Chocolate Expo also on both weekend days. It's at Bally's Dover Casino, and some original cast members of Willy Wonka will be there. And on Saturday, the Southern Delaware Chorale will host a special concert titled A Chorale Tapestry, celebrating Black History Month. You can find all the details and information on coasttv.com when you click on Cool Things to Do.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Hey, tattoo guy, we're ready now.
You two will have to wait your turn.
Yeah.
An old friend.
There's just something about this guy.
Makes a lasting impression.
I'm getting one that matches my hoo-ha on my yoo-hoo.
Happy's Place, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
I'm Tom Hanks, the narrator of The Americas. Her head's been turned. It's TV at its absolute finest. The Americas, Sunday on NBC and Peacock.
Water.
nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it, we bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5.
It's an all-in-one product. I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing. There's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor. You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. All for just 3 easy payments of $43. Call or click right now.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Order now.
Now on CoastTV News.
Well, wind chills in the teens are greeting us, stepping outside the door this morning throughout much of Delmarva. I'll let you know how long these biting wind chills are going to be sticking around. We'll have a look at your weekend outlook and when we'll see the return of some 50 and 60 degree temperatures. That's all coming up in my full forecast.
A credit card skimmer found in Georgetown will tell you where police say that device was located. Protecting reproductive rights in the first state details about a new bill that aims to ensure individuals' rights to make decisions about pregnancy-related matters. In efforts to get better pay, Rehoboth Beach will discuss a salary boost for city staff. We'll tell you who's behind the proposal and what locals think about it.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us for CoastTV News Today. The time is now 5:31 on this Friday morning. And First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobuono is going to join us. Now, Chris, I know we're dealing with the cold, but the wind is what really makes it brutal outside.
I know. Yeah, we're going to have those winds today cranking as high as 35, even 40 miles an hour. The good news, this is really going to be the last day we have to deal with the high winds, and then we're going to see them kind of relax as we push into the weekend. Well, it's 24 Rehoboth, 23 in Ocean Pines, 25 in Ocean City, 24 Milton, and 23 in Salisbury. There's the winds right now, gusting upwards of 15 to 27 miles an hour in Indian River Inlet, 14 at Ocean Pines, creating those wind chills in the single digits to lower teens. 16 Bethany Beach, we're at 14, Ocean City, 13 in Salisbury, and we're going to continue to see those winds gust throughout the morning, so allow for some extra time to warm your car up, and we'll see some slick spots at least through southern Delmarva from those areas that received snowfall. And yeah, you want to crank up the heat as those wind chills are going to be in the teens throughout most of the day. High pressure building in, just a few snow showers and some lake effect snow back off to the west, but we are going to be dry and sunny today, but breezy. Those winds are going to create those wind chills in the teens and 20s. The good news is the winds are going to be subsiding through the weekend. Plenty of sunshine, and then we're going to be gradually warming up through the tail end of the weekend. Some seasonable temperatures as we get into your Sunday. As far as today is concerned, we're going to be up to about 28 by around 9 under mostly sunny skies, 36 by around 1. Plenty of sunshine. Not a whole lot to track on Futurecast as we're going to be seeing plenty of sunshine. But again, the wind chill making it feel like the teens and 20s throughout most of the day. We'll talk more about your weekend forecast as well as that warm-up that we've been telling you about coming up my full 7-day here in a little bit.
Thank you, Chris. One man is facing charges after Georgetown police say a credit card skimmer was found at El Mercado on Layton Avenue. These skimming devices steal banking info when people swipe their cards. Police say anyone who shopped there since last Saturday should review their bank accounts. And Georgetown police are also sharing some advice of ways to keep yourself safe from this type of theft. According to the department, it's good practice to cover your hand whenever you are typing in your PIN number. They say you should also pull on the credit card slot and wiggle the keypad to ensure it's genuine. The agency says sometimes cameras can be placed inside of the false PIN pad covers. And if you find a skimming device, to notify the business and the police immediately. A man is being accused of running a meth lab in Lewis. On your screen now is where police say this makeshift lab is located. And police say they found ingredients and tools for making meth, along with drugs, a gun, ammo, and other unknown substances during a search at a home on Beebe Avenue. Zachary Olin, 42, was arrested and now faces several charges. And Delaware legislators are considering creating constitutional guarantees to protect your reproductive rights. If passed, a new bill would ensure individuals' rights to make decisions about pregnancy-related matters and limit state interference. The hearing on this bill will be held at Legislative Hall in March. And happening today, Rehoboth Beach commissioners will discuss raising the salaries for those on the Rehoboth Beach City Council. The idea is coming from a rather new commissioner, Suzanne Good. She was sworn in this past September. And CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us how not everyone is on board with the idea.
Bigger pay to match a big workload. That's what Rehoboth Beach Commissioner Suzanne Good claims Rehoboth Beach commissioners deserve.
The salary has remained the same since the 1990s, so that's 3 decades.
Good thinks more money would mean more motivation to get work done.
At the current pay rate, there isn't enough incentive for those on the board to put in the time and tackle the problems as effectively as they could.
And says the current salary just isn't cutting it.
It ends up being less than minimum wage for the hours we're putting in at the meetings, in preparation for the meetings.
In Good's proposal, the mayor's salary would go up from $1,000 per year up to $20,000 a year. For the commissioners, their current $600 salary would boost all the way up to $10,000. Farrah Barrow, however, works and lives in Rehoboth Beach and says there should be no salary increase for public service jobs.
When somebody chooses to be the mayor or commissioner, it's basically they love the town and they want to care for the town. So the money isn't part of the reason why they choose to be commissioner or mayor.
Some other people that we spoke with in Rehoboth told us that their biggest concern is that the city is spending way too much money and that with doing that, there's not going to be enough to pay the mayor or even the commissioners for that matter. The city council is expected to discuss these possible pay increases in a meeting Friday morning at 9 a.m. For CoastTV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
Now here's what other towns and cities along Delmarva pay their mayor and council. Lewis offers higher pay. The mayor makes $4,000, council members $3,000. In Dewey Beach and Bethany Beach, they are volunteers. And in Georgetown, the mayor makes $1,000, council makes $500. This is now going to bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, would higher pay improve leadership? And so far, 61% say worse, more politics. 27% say no, same leaders. 11% say yes, better candidates. And 1% maybe a little. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttvnews.com or on our mobile app. And applications are now open for the Community Reinvestment Fund. It's a grant program that helps support community projects across Delaware. If you're a local government or nonprofit, you can apply for funding to strengthen your community. And last year, the grants helped fund multiple projects, including sidewalk upgrades in Bridgeville. And applications will close on May 1st. We are learning more about the Milford Police Department. The chief of police noted that the Milford Police Department is currently authorized to have 37 officers, but is one short. She also mentioned that Milford has the third highest rate of drug overdoses in the state of Delaware. And additionally, Chief Ash says the department is using technology to map where every crime occurs in the city to improve transparency. And we are now taking a live look at our nation's capital. And this morning, President Trump's self-proclaimed Department of Government Efficiency is apparently expanding its reach. And sources telling NBC News starting later today, thousands of jobs will be eliminated at the Department of Defense. We also now know the cuts across more than a dozen departments and government agencies are occurring outside of the Beltway as well. During the process of examining at least 18 government departments and agencies, neither the so-called Department of Government Efficiency nor the White House has provided any evidence of fraud or abuse, which would be federal crimes. Cuts have already started at the IRS.
the work's going to get backed up, and so private citizens are going to be like, the IRS is not doing their job. And it's because we're getting hollowed out.
Still, the president is promising to expand the reach of DOGE, an initiative that includes issuing more than 73 executive orders during his first month back in Oval Office. And we have a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, Salisbury's bird safety efforts. We'll tell you how the zoo is keeping its animals and staff safe as the disease wreaks havoc across the country. And highlights from the Four Nations final, the U.S. and Canada played a classic in Boston. In history, Maryland Marker will tell you what relatives of Frederick Douglass hope the new sign will bring. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit GetMonkeyMagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
Is your cookware scratched inside and an eyesore on the outside? Introducing Gotham Steel Hammered Cream Cookware. Forged with an authentic hammered design, engineered with extremely strong titanium and tri-coated with ultra non-stick ceramic. Gotham Steel features double the non-stick release. Now you can cook healthier without all the butter or oil. Get this huge 15-piece set for 4 payments of $49.99 with free shipping.
To order, call 1-800-513-6408.
Good Friday morning. Delmarva looking live into Salisbury. That sunrise coming up here at 6:44. Currently 23 in Salisbury. Picked up 4 inches of snow there the other day. And yeah, that snow, well, it's hitting areas that typically don't get significant snowfall. You can see the current snowpack with that 6 to 12 inch swath from southern Delmarva into portions of Virginia Beach and Norfolk. Not seeing the coastal storms this year. Most of these storms have been tracking to the south. 13 currently feels like in Salisbury, feels like 14 in Ocean City. So we're going to see those biting wind chills throughout the morning and into the afternoon, all thanks to those breezy conditions. Now we do dry out and we're going to see plenty of sunshine through the weekend. It's a chilly start, but a seasonable end, and then a milder stretch develops into the next week as temperatures rise into the 50s and 60s with no signs of any significant winter storms. Now today, as I mentioned, feeling like the teens throughout the morning, no better in the afternoon, feeling like the 20s with sunshine and air temperatures getting into the 30s. We'll talk more about that 60-degree temperature next week coming up in the full 7-day here in a little bit.
Thank you, Chris. And we move to celebrating Black History Month on the coast. The Rehoboth Beach Black American Film Festival is back for its 5th year, running February 21st through the 23rd at the Cinema Arts Theater in Lewis. The festival will showcase award-winning films, and the receptions are set for 6 p.m. today. And a new tribute to a famous abolitionist, Frederick Douglass, on Delmarva. In partnership with the Maryland Department of Transportation and the Maryland Historical Trust, a roadside marker was unveiled in Talbot County. The sign was planted at the intersection of Tanner's Corner Road and Lewistown Road in Cordover. Descendants of Douglass say growing up, it was rare to see Black leaders recognized for their efforts.
On down the roads, at that time, you'd never see anything like this recognizing Frederick Douglass or very few of the Black leaders, from slavery time on these roads at all. From especially from us at the Bailey family, we really appreciate it because, again, we didn't have this.
Relatives of Frederick Douglass hope the sign will bring more knowledge about Douglass's legacy to drivers.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Yeah, it's a repeat of the 2010 Olympics for the Americans in hockey. Canada takes the Four Nations Cup title in overtime. In the inaugural NHL All-Star Series, where the league's best play for their home countries, Connor McDavid scored the game winner as Canada topped the Americans 3-2, just as Sidney Crosby did 15 years ago. Jake Sanderson and Brady Tkachuk scored for the Americans in the loss. Team USA beat Canada back on February 15th up in Canada, but the neighbors to the north captured the one that counts. As for us here at DSN, we'll have Decatur and Parkside tonight at 6 o'clock in girls basketball. It's our first live game since Tuesday because of the weather. The Lady Rams play for a spot in the Bayside title game, while Decatur looks to even up the season series on the road. If Parkside wins tonight and Y-High wins as well, both teams will flip a coin to see who goes to the Bayside Championship. Speaking of conference title games, we will have the Henlopen Championship games this Saturday. The Smyrna girls play in their first Henlopen title since 2014, while Seaford wins the Henlopen South for the first time since 2013. On the boys' side, this is a familiar matchup. It is Seaford against Dover for the third time in 5 years. Those games begin with the ladies' action at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and then the boys' game at 4. That'll do it for sports.
Your game of the night at 6 p.m. As Tim Nolan just mentioned, Stephen Decatur will take on Parkside in girls basketball. Then for a recap of all of that action, it's the final score at 10:30. And on the DSN Plus app, along with that game of the night we just mentioned, at 5 p.m., you can watch as teams take it to the wrestling mat in the Henlopen Conference Championship. Also at 5 p.m., Wicomico faces James M. Bennett in girls basketball. And at 6 p.m., Snow Hill takes on Pocomoke in boys basketball. In movie and music news now, here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
Every time you make a movie, you always try and make the best movie you can.
James Bond will not be Sergeant Rock. According to Deadline and The Hollywood Reporter, Daniel Craig has left Sergeant Rock, DC's World War II superhero movie. The film would have reunited Craig with Luca Guadagnino, his director on last year's Queer. New music from Jordan Smith. The season 9 winner of The Voice is back with The People's Hymnal. It's an album of gospel standards reimagined with a contemporary touch. The People's Hymnal is available today on all digital streaming platforms.
When I was a boy, I prayed to God to be a grown-up.
Your favorite stars over 50 and a few under shown at this year's Movies for Grown-Ups Awards with AARP the magazine. The ceremony, recorded in Beverly Hills this month after it was postponed due to the LA wildfires, premieres Saturday on PBS. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Plenty of sunshine today, but, well, it's going to feel more like the 20s throughout the afternoon, despite it getting into the mid to upper 30s. We have a pleasant, gorgeous weekend to talk about, and even some welcoming warmth into next week. We'll talk all about it coming up. My full 7-day forecast when CoastTV News Today continues.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, flu season is here. We break down what to expect this year and have tips to stay healthy. Plus, how walk-in care centers can help if you do get sick. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696 or visit lizardflare.com now.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coastwide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
Taking a live look outside at Salisbury this morning. And Chris, I know the temperatures are cold, but when I was in college, I felt like it was even colder with the buildings and the wind on that campus. So Salisbury University students today, wear an extra sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. You get that like wind tunnel effect. It just shoots right through the, oh, yeah, I know that from living in the city, too. You get that in the city, in Philly and all. And I tell you what, kind of hard to escape the Arctic air. I mean, you're going to go down to southern Florida, Miami, 60, and then in the islands to escape it, because this Arctic air mass has certainly meant business this week, making headlines across much of the country. Back here at home, 23 in Ocean Pines, 24 Bethany Beach, 24 Milton, and we're at 24 in Georgetown. We're going to be dealing with these winds out of the northwest, gusting anywhere between 15 to 25 right now, but they will pick up throughout the afternoon as high as 30 to 40, creating those biting wind chills. It feels like 14 right now in Georgetown, 13 Salisbury, 13 in Ocean City, 15 in Bethany Beach. That is why we have a gale warning up along the coast through 6 tonight. Further to the south and along the bay, those run through this afternoon. And well, we also have a cold weather advisory, Accomack County, for those wind chills dipping as low as the single digits. And it's all thanks to high pressure. You see this high pressure building to the east. See some snow showers and some lake effect snow, but we're pretty dry and clear throughout much of the mid-Atlantic. Sunshine today, trying to warm us up. We're going to get up to 36, 37, but the wind is going to make it feel more like the mid to upper 20s. See those winds gusting upwards of 30, 35 miles an hour through the noontime hour. And then as we go into the evening and overnight, I think the winds are going to kind of subside, and then we'll see more of a westerly wind throughout the day tomorrow. So feeling like the 20s this afternoon, another really cold night, feeling like the teens come tomorrow morning, but by the afternoon, feeling more like the air temperatures, and then we'll see more of a southwesterly wind kick in by Sunday. Plenty of sunshine throughout the day today. Then as we go into tomorrow, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds throughout the afternoon as more of a west-southwesterly wind kicks in. And then we're going to be welcoming mid to upper 40s into Sunday. So overall, a dry, pleasant weekend. We're at 41 in Chickateague on Saturday. One last chilly day before we see some milder air push in through the tail end of the weekend. We're up to 50 in Fenwick Island on Monday, 50 in Lewis Monday, Rehoboth Beach 50 as well. The good news is we stay dry over the next 5 to 7 days, but then we see some rain chances roll in. It's not until mid to late next week, and this is going to be primarily rain as this storm system tracks to our west. We're going to be on the warmer side of that storm. 37, a cold, breezy day. 19 overnight under starry skies. 41 for the start of your weekend. Bonnie Chasanoff, Milford, Delaware, you're the winner of our Paul Davis umbrella. Your 7-day forecast shows that milder air building in Monday through Tuesday. 61 on Tuesday with that chance of showers on Thursday.
Thank you so much, Chris. And as the bird flu continues to spread, the Salisbury Zoo is taking steps to keep its animals safe. It's installing mesh netting over some exhibits, requiring staff to wear personal protective equipment, and doing regular testing of some high-risk animals. But some animals, like the ostrich, for example, have to remain outside and uncovered since they need more space.
We're attempting to do mesh if it's feasible. So some of our exhibits they don't have coverage, such as the flamingos and the rheas. So we have to do a little bit different for them.
To be clear, the Salisbury Zoo says it has no cases of bird flu. And after the break on CoastTV News today, hockey legend diagnosis discovery. We'll tell you what the family of hockey legend Bobby Hull is now confirming.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Order now.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid Toilet Bowl Cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com now.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
The 9th Annual Ocean City Film Festival is March 6th through the 9th. Enjoy 100 independent films and party with the stars. Help us welcome 2 local award-winning filmmakers, John Chester and Erica Messer. They'll be on stage at the OC Performing Arts Center commentating on their film, The Biggest Little Fawn. Tickets start at just $20. Make it a weekend and stay at the beach starting at only $59 per night. Get your passes at OCMDFilmFestival.com.
A new study is linking the use of 6 muscle-building supplements to symptoms of body dysmorphia in teens. According to the study, substances like whey protein, creatine products, and other supplements were often taken by teens trying to gain muscle. Researchers say that study is observational, meaning it's hard to say whether the use of supplements increased the symptoms of muscle dysmorphia. And the widow of Hockey Hall of Famer Bobby Hull confirms her late husband had stage 2 CTE. For nearly the last 10 years of his life, Hull struggled with many cognitive symptoms, including memory loss and impaired judgment. He played pro hockey for 23 years, and most notably for the Chicago Blackhawks, and was a 2-time NHL Most Valuable Player. He passed away in 2023 at the age of 84. And the time is now 5:56. We are going to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day. And today's Coastal Pet of the Day is coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. On your screen right now is Triel. Triel is a spry senior. He loves to lay in laps and get tummy rubs. He's also very treat motivated and loves to be loved. And if you want to adopt Triel or any other lovable pets, you can visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA. And of course, we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen, scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to CoastTV News, then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature. And it is now 5:57, so we're going to take another look at your cold forecast before you head out this door on this Friday morning.
Week goes on. The cold weather continues across the area, feeling like the teens. Now we're going to see plenty of sunshine throughout our Friday, so a nice day from that standpoint. 36 by around 1, but those winds are going to be cracking out of the northwest, creating those wind chills in the teens and 20s. Now we are going to gradually warm through the weekend. Plenty of sunshine for the weekend, 48 by Sunday, and then look at this by the start of next week, 54 into Monday, 61 by Tuesday, and overall staying at average or above average through most of next week.
Thank you so much, Chris. And coming up at 6, a man is being accused of running a meth lab in Lewis. We'll tell you where police say that lab was found and other paraphernalia found there. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.